Good morning, and thank you for joining us for the 114th commencement ceremony of Clarksville High School. This is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity, and we want it to be the very best for each student. Please refrain from using air horns or other noisemakers to ensure every family can hear each name. We also ask you in respect of others, you remain seated away from the rails.
And at this time, please stand and men remove your caps for the playing of the national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red gleam, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
And if you could remain standing for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
You may be seated. To celebrate this special day, we have several distinguished guests joining us from the Clarksville-Montgomery County School Board: Margaret Pace, board member; Herbert Nelson, board member; Jimmy Garland, board member; and Mr. Josh Baggett, board member. Thank you for your support of the Clarksville High School. From the Clarksville-Montgomery County School System, I'd like to recognize our Chief Academic Officer, Dr. Sean Imperatris, Director of High Schools, Dr. Rosalind Evans, and Chief of Staff, Dr. Angela Huff. Clarksville High School Assistant Principals, Mr. Shannon Cummings, Ms. Jeanette Spurbeck, and Mrs. Sherry Tharp. Our Clarksville High School counselors, Mr. Rob Franklin, Ms. Serena Kerr, Ms. Angela Sackfield, and Ms. Tanya Sherman. The caller of names and our faculty representative is Coach Ted Young. The faculty and staff of Clarksville High School, it is a privilege to work with such a dedicated group of educators. To all of our faculty, thank you for how you've encouraged, loved, and taken care of and taught the seniors over the last 4 years. You have had high expectations for every senior, and you have prepared them for the next step in their journey of life. Thank you for being willing to serve the students and families of CHS today as ticket takers and ushers. Your continued support and dedication to Clarksville High School and our community is much appreciated. Thank you to the Clarksville-Montgomery County Sheriff's Department for providing security today. And a special thank you to Austin Peay State University for providing this location and video broadcasting accommodations. Through their efforts, we were able to offer live streaming to those unable to attend today, including those serving overseas, to protect our freedom. At this time, I present to you our senior class vice president, Trevor Stein.
Good morning, family, friends, and faculty, and welcome to the Clarksville High School's Class of 2021 graduation ceremony. We have worked so hard until now to finally be celebrated for reaching this very significant moment in our lives, graduation. This year has definitely been a weird one to say the least, with masks, no pep rallies, no color wars, no Warfield Shield game. We still have the shield though, so that's all that matters. The list can go on and on. However, it was hard work and dedication that got us to where we are today. As we go our separate ways this fall, never fail to remember the endless friendships and memories made throughout our high school's years. Let us continue to make a difference in the community and be role models to those around us. And lastly, remember the famous words of Troy Bolton, once a Wildcat, always a Wildcat. Thank you. Please stand for the CHS alma mater. Please be seated.
Time for the just believe.
At this time, it is my honor to introduce our salutatorian and valedictorian for the Clarksville High School's graduating class of 2021. Salutatorian Blakely Wilkinson, to be followed by our valedictorian, Miss Erin Crawford.
Good morning and welcome again to the graduation ceremony of the class of 2021. As we have worked towards this day for 12 years, it is easy to get wrapped up in saying, "I did it." But I want to start today by thanking those who got us here. Thank you to the teachers for all the work they put in to educate us as well as motivate us each and every day. Thank you to our families and our friends who supported us in our endeavors for the past 4 years. And thank you to Mr. Feldman and the administration for being the smiles and encouragement we needed throughout the halls. One of my favorite quotes says, "Don't cry because it's over, smile because it happened." The past 4 years at CHS were definitely unique. We went from winning color wars, which we think we did every year, and cheering on our football team as they defeated Rossview in the Warfield Shield game all 3 times we were able to watch it, to masks, contact tracing, and Zoom calls. Through it all, a huge trait that I see in the class of 2021 is perseverance. The past year has not been easy, but we as a class found a way to push through. We created DIY homecomings with friends and even found a way around the capacity limits at sporting events as we packed the baseball outfield wall to support the team. We found the positives in our hardships as we realized the true value of never taking anything for granted and cherishing every moment we have left with our favorite people. When we all met in the gym in the summer of 2017 for freshman orientation, we didn't know what to expect. We walked into the halls on the first day of school being told of the swimming pool on the roof. Now we are the ones telling the freshmen about our swim classes and other underwater courses available. We never could have imagined the sense of family we would feel as we all put our arms around each other and sway as we sing the alma mater. Exactly 4 years ago this August, when we walked into the gym for our first pep rally and were back to Richviewed, we were told that these 4 years would fly by. I didn't believe it, but as I'm standing up here looking at all of you right now, I realize how fast it went. In the words of Brooke Davis, "For now I say goodbye to this chapter of my life, and I look forward to what comes next." We all have the power to write the next chapter of our lives, whether it's going to college, joining the military, pursuing a business, or whatever the story is that you write for yourself. Every one of us has the power to make a difference in this world, all in our own unique ways. As we leave here today and we all go our different directions, the one thing we will always share is Clarksville, Tennessee as our home and the memories we made at CHS. Each of our journeys will be one of a kind, but as we step into the real world, I hope we all cherish every moment we have with those we love and take advantage of every opportunity we are presented with. Even though CHS is not our destination this fall, we will always be proud to be Wildcats.
Good morning, family, friends, faculty, and Clarksville High's graduating class of 2021. Although we only received 4 tickets today to give to our family members and friends, some of our biggest supporters are sitting among us. I'd like to start by thanking not only our families for their constant love and encouragement, but also our teachers for tirelessly educating us, and our friends for never failing to make us smile even when school got the best of us. Each one of us has had our own unique experience at Clarksville High, but the thing that unites us is the memories that we share. From cheering on our sports teams from the stands, dressing up for homecoming weeks, and singing the alma mater at pep rallies, we have crafted memories that we can look fondly back upon. Although this year may have included different protocols, we still found a way to make our senior year memorable, though not perhaps in the manner that we had always envisioned it. Just a few weeks ago, we all put on our cap and gown for the first time and walked through the halls of Richview Middle School. We were greeted with cheers from former teacher and the admiring gaze of current students who looked like they couldn't wait to be in our shoes. I couldn't help but think about how quickly the last 4 years went by. Graduating from high school is one of the biggest milestones in life. The moment we had been dreaming about and waiting for since elementary school was finally here. And although a very large chapter in our lives is about to come to a close today, another new and exciting chapter is just beginning. Some of us are off to college and others to the workforce and military, while some of us are still choosing our own paths to pursue. One of my favorite Disney movies, Meet the Robinsons, is centered around a theme of never letting failure stop you from reaching for success. At the end of the movie, there is a quote from Walt Disney that reads, "Around here, however, we don't look backwards for very long. We keep moving forward, opening up new doors and doing new things because we're curious, and curiosity keeps leading us down new paths." As we, the class of 2021, graduate today, I believe it's important to look back fondly upon the memories that we shared in high school, but remember to keep moving forward and let these experiences shape who you will become after you walk across this stage today. Thank you.
Congratulations to the class of 2021 on your accomplishment today. We need to thank all the parents, grandparents, family members, and friends that have been by your side and encouraged you every step of the way during this first part of your life. On behalf of the Clarksville High administration, faculty, and staff, it has been our joy and honor to serve you and see you grow and mature through the years. You're an amazing group of young men and women. One great tradition at Clarksville High is that of seniors mentoring in the CDC classroom. I want to thank those of you who mentored in that classroom. You made this school year very special for students in the CDC class. You also worked hard in the classroom. The 2021 graduates have obtained over $10 million in scholarship opportunities, with 22 of these students earning a perfect 4.0. 20 seniors scored 30 or above on the ACT. The class of 2021 boasts both a National Merit Scholar and a Gates Foundation Scholarship winner. These graduates will attend colleges, universities, or be stationed in the military in multiple states and countries this fall. I would like to thank all the students who have signed up to serve our country in the military. Thank you for your willingness to serve and protect this great nation and our freedom. And if we have any of those students present here in this ceremony, please stand if you've enlisted in the military. You also have worked hard in the gym and the field of play. Among these graduates, 16 have signed letters of intent to play a sport at the collegiate level. You led the various CHS teams to many thrilling victories along with district and region championships this past year. Boys and girls golf, boys basketball, and baseball took us back to the state tournament, and you cheered them on by traveling to different gyms and ball fields. You will be remembered for your hat made of a basketball, duck calls, and brooms, and your reputation preceded you for the noise you were going to make cheering at the outfield fence. Congratulations once again on making it to this day. The memories that you have made over the last 4 years will last you a lifetime. Regardless of the path you took to get here today, you are here. 4 years ago, we met in the gym on freshman orientation day. You were the first class of students that I ever spoke to at Clarksville High School, and it has been my joy to watch you grow and mature over the past 4 years. This past year looked very different than the previous 3 years of your high school experience. You started your senior year with a lot of uncertainty and anxiousness. Whether you were traditional, virtual, remote, or contact traced at some point, this year caused you to dig deeper than you ever have before in your academic life. Through everything this school year, you led our student body by your work ethic and your positive attitude. In short, you learned the meaning of perseverance, and I'm confident that this life lesson will benefit you greatly as you move forward. One final thought that I would like to leave you with is Winston Churchill said, "What is the use of living if be not to strive for noble causes and to make this muddled world a better place for those who will live in it after we are gone?" As you make your way into the world, work hard, treat people with respect, give your best in everything you do. And if you do these things, you will make a difference. And finally, know that you are loved and that Clarksville High School is proud of you. Dr. Huff, the students seated before you have met all the requirements set forth by the state of Tennessee and the Clarksville-Montgomery County School System. It is with great pride that I present to you the Clarksville High School graduating class of 2021.
Good morning. On behalf of Millard House, Director of Schools, I commend this class on your hard work, dedication, perseverance, and resiliency demonstrated by your accomplishment today through an unprecedented academic year. On behalf of the Board of Education and Mr. Millard House, Director of Schools, I hereby accept and confer that the 2021 graduating seniors of Clarksville High School have met the high school graduation requirements of the state of Tennessee and Clarksville-Montgomery County School System, and are thus entitled to all rights and privileges for completing these requirements. Congratulations, graduates. Mr. Feldman, you may begin the presentation of diplomas.
The graduating class of Clarksville High School, 2021. Austin Edward Scott Abbott. Camille Ellen Acey. Catherine Michelle Atkins. Taylor Janae Albertia. Shelby Marie Alford. James Clement Albus. Sungwoo An. Alexis Joe Anderson. Evan Drew Anderson. Emma Nicole Arlovsky. Terrell James Arnold. Gabriel Andrew Arredondo. Alexander Roger Ashcraft. Brianna Nicole Badon. Ethan Edward Baggett. Nathan Thomas Baggett. Sarah Elizabeth Bagwell. Timber Wolfgang Bailey. Aiden Matthew Baker. Emmanuel Dejon Pennington Barbie. Draconis Blaze Barker. Thomas Nathaniel Barksdale V. Carly Reagan Barnes. Nicholas Randolph Paul Batson. Mackenzie Elizabeth Bauman. Gavin Blake Baxter. McKinley Juliana Baylor. Imani Janae Bell. Catherine Ann Belt. Lauren Elizabeth Berg. Annabelle Teasley Bishop. Brielle Ashlyn Bissonette. Serena Leilani Blair. Madison Jeanette Bach. Rebecca Elaine Bogle. Wesley Booth. Jillian Landis Bornalis. Mackenzie Ray Bauslag. Hunter Kirk Boyd. Sabrina Elizabeth Boyer. Jenna Marie Bricks. Bradley Walker Brown. Macy Lane Brown. Nathaniel Chase Martin Brown. Zora Alicia Brown. Ashton Lane Bryant. Lacey Elizabeth Bryant. Jada Elia Butler. Ashley Capagne. Lauren Catherine Capel. Rachel Shamar Castellan. Hannah Marie Cudini. Nikota Esmond Clark. Samuel Taylor Clark. Kathleen McGee Compere. Wendell David Compere. William Derrick Compere. Davis Avery Cooper. Margaret Eliza Cooper. Donovan Angel Coquette. Shelby May Cottrell. Alexis Nicole Craig. Faith Ann Cronk. Caleb Michael Austin Crow. Lindsay Karen Curry. Kaylee Madison Doherty. John Michael Davidson. Trinity Nalette DeLong. Kirkpatrick Lucas Doherty. Katie Mackenzie Deere. Charlie Ann Duker. Cameron James Durrett. Thomas Dalton Ikaika Durrett. John William Dyke. Natavia Elise Dysert. Caden Glenn Eaton. Kyler David Edwards. Nicholas Hunter Edwards. Zachary Wayne Eldridge. Lauren Ashley Ellis. Tavion Darrell Ellis. Dawn Marie Evans. Ellen Victoria Evans. Ethan Blake Phelan. Elijah Keith Foster. Whitney Lee Foster. Piper Ariana Fowler. Grady Christopher Fox. Charles Diario Freeman. Catherine Lee Freeman. Sean Mason Frost. Emily K. Fulton. Kirsten Marie Galavix. Forrest Lane Gates. Ashanti Denise Gibson. Allie Kristen Gilmer. Gunner Randall Goebel. William Garrison Goings. Nicholas Isaiah Grimes. Thomas Brian Grubbs. Drock Fernandez Rodriguez. Marcel Joseph Edward Schlacht Morhees. Your senior class secretary, Michaela Ariana Carryway. Your senior class vice president, Trevor Thomas Stein. Your senior class president and salutatorian, Blakely Hope Wilkinson. And the senior class of 2021 valedictorian, Erin Leslie Crawford.
Since the day we took our first steps into kindergarten, we've been recognized as the class of 2021. As we grew up through elementary school, middle school, and now high school, graduation seemed like a day so far away. But as we all stand here together on May 29th, 2021, ready to take our first steps into the real world, we are all realizing how fast time flew by. Our successes over these past 4 years cannot solely be credited to us. Thank you to the amazing faculty and staff at Clarksville High School for making our high school experience as special as it was. Thank you specifically to the teachers for caring about each and every one of us and devoting so much time and effort into our education. And thank you to our family and friends for being our support systems through it all. We have reached the end of a chapter in our lives, but a new one is just beginning. When we leave here today, each one of us will choose our new path. Everyone's path is unique, but each one of us should believe that in whatever way it may be, we all have talents, skills, and ideas that can change the world. In the words of Mindy Kaling, understand that one day we will all have the power to make a difference, so use it well. When we graduate today, we are all being presented with that power to pursue a passion of ours and to make a change. As we each follow our dreams, there will be obstacles and challenges, but as I said earlier, the class of 2021 perseveres. When we stepped into CHS as freshmen, we never imagined the memories we would make together at football games and pep rallies, or the relationships we would develop with teachers and friends. We never imagined the obstacles we would face through virtual classes and COVID restrictions, but to the class of 2021, we did it. When we all go our separate directions and create our separate lives, I ask that you never forget the place that we all call home and the people that got you to where you are today. As we stand here for the last time, all together as the Clarksville High School class of 2021, look around, take in this moment as we recognize the accomplishments we've all made. In the words of Kerry Washington, you and you alone are the only person who can live the life that writes the story that you were meant to tell. Class of 2021, it's time for us to go write our stories, to go begin our next chapters. Congratulations, Wildcat alumni, we did it.
This concludes the 114th commencement ceremony for the class of 2021 of Clarksville High School. Graduates, please stand. At this time, you may move your tassels. Guests, thank you for honoring our graduates.